This garlic is about to go boom, boom, pow. Boom, boom, boom.
Come on. Good morning, y'all. It is me, Taymarquise. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you for being a friend. Y'all, today I woke up early, per usual, and this time I didn't leave the bed until 8:21. I ran to the gym, but today I made it less about beating my time for the past 3 days and more so just getting there, because as long as I make it to the gym, as long as I complete the 1.4 mile run, that is what it's all about. It's not about rushing your journey. It's not about rushing your timing, because when you rush stuff, the quality is a little hindered. You hinder the quality of it. I took my time today. I ran a little bit of a slower time. I still timed it just to know, but it didn't matter to me. And I felt like it was a smoother run because I wasn't racing any specific time. I talked to Macy today. I realized that I didn't have... We leave for layoff on Monday. If you don't know what layoff is, if you haven't seen the previous vlogs, layoff is just a little break that we get from tour. Sometimes they're a week, sometimes they're 2 weeks, sometimes they're 3 weeks, sometimes it might be more. But I realized I didn't have a flight. So I got that taken care of. Thank God Macy asked me when I was coming home, because I would not have known, and I would have checked in on Monday, or at least tried to check in, and I would not have had a flight. So we got that situated. And right now I'm getting ready to like tidy up and start thinking about what I want to leave in my trunk for tour and what I want to take back home. It's currently 12 o'clock on the dot. I plan on editing a video today. I'm about to do my skincare. I feel like Huntsville has brought me simple days, and because we gained an hour, I've been able to go to sleep at a decent time, at least in relation to when we have to work and start the day. Today I was thinking about something about theater, and Tay brought up circadian rhythms and how our natural processes are affected by theater, and how we have late hours, and when everybody's going to bed or getting ready to go to bed or well off of work, we're getting started with work and doing shows and not operating how we are supposed to operate naturally per se. And what I've been saying specifically for a while is that after this contract, hopefully I'm blessed enough to take a year to travel, explore, experiment, create, without the burden of being on a clock or on a schedule. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that means. Hearing the circadian rhythm conversation, I was like, yeah, it makes total sense, because for the past 2 years, it's felt like, ugh, in and out, in and out, in and out. While I've been fortunate to work, theater is very demanding, whether you're on stage every night or not. It's definitely demanding mentally. And I think that's been the biggest thing that I've been dealing with as a swing this time around. Even last year with Mean Girls. But yeah, I'm like, there has to be something that is a happy middle ground to performing and creating that may not have a schedule that looks as crazy as this. Because I love to tour, and I said I wanted to keep touring as long as possible, which I still kind of do. Obviously, it'll look different, but you have to be super disciplined and have to be very adamant about rest, working out, physical activity, reflection, whether that's journaling or meditation, and you have to really have it all together. Not at all times, but you have to have a system that works well and that is conducive to a better version of yourself. I think tour has forced me to sort of seek that, which is why I am where I am today and why I am the way I am today, because life has a natural way of making you learn stuff about yourself and learn stuff about the world and learn stuff about your needs and wants and desires. So we're leaning into that today. I'm leaning into more reflection, but also navigating and identifying what it is I want my not only career to look like, but just life, my lifestyle, my day-to-day life in the future. And I think I'm going to ponder on that today. I'll see you soon with more thoughts. Okay, y'all, got me some rice going. I'm watching this little Mariah Carey music knowledge video on YouTube. I'm getting ready to edit a vlog. I just finished my lunch. I had some ground turkey, broccolini, white rice. You know what I meal prepped. And I'm just cooking the rest of the rice that I had in this bag that I got from Trader Joe's, because if ever I cook something in these next 2 days, even though I'm technically out of meats, I'll just use the rice and the rice will already be done. And also, I'm just using the rice because I bought the rice. It was a big bag of rice. I'm about to eat me a little ABC bar as my little sweet treat post lunch, and today's pretty chill overall. 2 more days in Huntsville, Alabama, and then I'll be getting sunny Florida again.
Everything is gonna be good. I want to, just like, you know, I wanna be in this kitchen now. I'm the chef, like, holy cow, what's going on? This garlic is about to go boom, boom, pow. Boom, boom, boom.
No way.
Yeah,
He's like, yeah.
Yeah. That's how you do it, folks, okay?
That's the intro.
That's the intro.
Okay, y'all, I'm walking to the theater, and thankfully the sun has set and it's not hot because I got on a jacket and sweats and all that. But this is what I wanted to wear. When I wore a jacket yesterday, Was it yesterday that I walked? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday was kind of hot, but because we have a later show today, the sun is already down, and I'm taking a stroll on the town. We have 2 more days in Huntsville, Alabama, and then another little vacay. And then we come back to tour. And then another little vacay. And then we come back to tour for 2 weeks. And then another little vacay. We just got so many layoffs. And a lot of people don't like having layoffs because it means that we're not working because they don't pay us on the layoffs. But we work enough. The work-life balance, we work 7 months and we don't work for 3 in total. Not consecutively, and I'm fine with that. Like I said, I don't have many bills. I do have financial goals and investment goals, but I know that in due time I'll get there. I'm not really in a rush. Today was all about sitting in the time that we have, not rushing the time, not trying to control it, just existing and letting things flow naturally. I need to lean more into that because I know that I'm type A and I like to have everything planned. What is poking me? This freaking box. Something was poking me in my bag. But as I was saying, I know I'm type A. I know I like to have everything planned down to a T. I like to know where I'm going, when I'm going there, everything's scheduled, what's happening, what my future looks like, what my next gig is, blah, 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 blah. But after a while, that gets stressful and annoying. So as of today, I'm giving it up. Yes, I'll be making plans. Yes, I'll be adhering to those plans whenever I make them. But I won't be stressing about planning every single second and every single minute of my life. I don't have time for that. I mean, clearly I did, but I could do other stuff with that time. And I will be. I'll be investing in my peace and my self-improvement and growth. I was like, who is pulling up next to me? Just like that, we're at the theater, y'all. It's a little peaceful walk, in my humble opinion. Why would I take an Uber when I can just walk? To the average person, a mile sounds like a long walk, but that felt like 10 minutes to me. And one of our future hotels with Back to the Future is going to be like the same distance that our Airbnb is from the theater now. And I might just walk that too. We have cars and stuff, but I think it's cool to walk and breathe and enjoy the fresh air and nature. If it's cold, I might just have to stick with the rental car that they're giving us, but I'll take the stroll. But we're here at the theater and it's time to do a show. Since I'm in my trunk, let's do a trunk tour. We got my seasonings in my camera box, electronic toothbrush, hot pot, and I just put my Tupperware in there, a few pairs of jeans, some scrubbers whenever I need them for an Airbnb, these loafers, Steve Madden loafers. This used to be my everyday travel sweater. I have not worn it, unfortunately. We got a cup, my binder, this is my winter coat, my Doc Martens, and then a couple more clothing items, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, all my black Sambas are in here too. Forgot about those, but that's all. Put these on top of. They probably won't stay up there. And this is what the trunk looks like. Okay, I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I do have pillows. This headboard is just very, very interesting. Anyway, today was a very chill day. I went to the gym, walked back. I ended up leaving the gym a little bit earlier than I wanted to because I just felt super duper scooper drained, so I had to get out of there. And then ate breakfast, chilled, edited a video, showered, skincare, you know, the usual. Did some packing of my Tupperware because we have layoff in a couple days, literally a couple days. So I decided to take that, clean it first, but take it and put it in my trunk so I don't have to travel with it. And then figured out some logistics stuff with travel, did the show. Steven gave me a ride home because swings get to leave a little bit earlier than everyone else if we're not on in the show. He brought me home. Oh, we also did like a little Mean Girls collab because Sam and Lucas were in Mean Girls on tour. Sam was in the first national tour, I was in second national, Lucas was in second national, but Lucas was in the second national before I got there, and then he joined Back to the Future, and then I joined Mean Girls, and now we're all a part of Back to the Future. So that is a crazy cool thing that has happened, and there's a little Mean Girls to Back to the Future pipeline. Now Mean Girls no longer exists, but I'm really excited for the regional theaters to do it, and I would definitely do it again. I love that show. Anyway, tomorrow we have 2 shows. I might be on for 1 show tomorrow, or both. We'll see. I reviewed the show tonight, and the rest is a mystery. I just got a new idea for some videos, though, as far as social media goes, to create some new ways to choreograph. So stay tuned for that. Follow all of my social medias, especially Instagram and TikTok, at taymarquise on everything, and stay tuned for more of this life on tour. As always, thank you for watching. Come again. Bye.